Recently, I hosted a mini art contest on this channel to help promote the Snake Lady plushie. Yippee! Thank you, by the way, fellas. Very happy it's actually getting made. With first place not just getting a plushie for free, but also winning the opportunity to choose their very own rapid-fire skin review. And with Lammy Lord taking home the grand prize, her champion of choice was the only champion in the league with a prestige skin, mythic scam, 3 world skins, 2 of which from the same team, mind you, and 3 legendary skins, equating to 18 total cosmetics and holding the tie spot for 4th most amount of skins in the entire game.
Listen.
Everyone's favorite ASU to clown on, and not because he didn't need it.
This is your man.
Yes,
Look at the screen.
that's mine.
But because of the inconceivably, unashamedly absurd amount of champion bias. It's insane to see just how much polish was dumped into this thing, and while initially worried this is just because it's Lee Sin, thankfully with the Teemo ASU's release, we can softly confirm this is just the standard level of quality for these visual updates going forward. So with that out of the way, we can now criticize these Lee skins on a more practical level, so let's get this show on the road, starting with traditional Lee Sin. They say nothing beats the classics. Well, I'm glad that somebody on the design team beat some sense into the others. The OG design for Lee Sin was ugly on paper, ugly in practice, and even after the update is still ugly. Look, I'm not expecting any new particle effects, animations, or voice filter for a 520 RP skin, just that it actually remains a 520 RP skin.
Now who the fuck did that?
2 out of 10. Acolyte Lee Sin. I quite fancied this one. Ionia is brimming with all manners of aesthetic types, and Karma is just one of many with untapped potential. So I do deeply appreciate this skin jumping at that opportunity, even if the recolored VFX would help it greatly and the Mortal Kombat raid design from the concept art was admittedly much cooler.
It is a burden I will always carry.
6.5 out of 10. Bruce Lee Sin. I mean Dragon Fist Lee Sin. Absolutely insane that Wild Rift completely remodeled, reanimated, and resplashed this one before the ASU, and yet Riot just decided, nah.
Do it again.
While I still don't agree with visual updates increasing the price of older skins, at least this time the quality actually increased along with it. New particle effects, sound design, idle, and recall animations. It literally is just Bruce Lee Sin. So it's not breaking any kind of boundaries, but as far as homages go, you gotta at least respect the effort put into fully realizing its authenticity. Meteorite is the best chroma, 8 out of 10. Muay Thai Lee Sin, an old fan favorite, primarily as a form of escapism for the Lee Sin mains so they didn't have to witness the horror that was his default animations. And thankfully, all that made it special was kept intact, with nearly all of his animations changed to match the Muay Thai fighting style. So for what is essentially halfway to being a legendary skin, how poetic that it's only half the price. Pearl is the best chroma, 8 out of 10. Pool Party Lee Sin, always one of my favorites, so I was happy to see with the exception of the ponytail, it was entirely unchanged. On top of what you should probably expect by now, extra custom animations tailor-made for this skin so he doesn't spill his drink. My only complaint, Pool Party Oriana didn't exist when the skin came out, but it does now. Oh what, so you won't change that, but you'll update the bloody coconut? 9 out of 10. SKT T1 Lee Sin. This skin is living proof that while many of the skins were able to incorporate the ponytail quite naturally into their designs, it doesn't always work. I mean, this one did always kind of suck, even back when team skins overall sucked. This one somehow sucked even harder. If your bar for quality is Lee Sin in a red jumpsuit, you'll feel right at home. But to me, just like the SKT in T1's name, this skin is better left forgotten. 2 out of 10. Knockout Lee Sin. Talk about completely recontextualizing your character, like the designers looked at Muay Thai and said,
Do it again.
but even better. Almost every single animation he has was changed to match the boxer motif, and it's all the snappier for it, especially that alt punch. Even though it's missing unique voice lines, if you told me this was a legendary skin, I'd probably believe you. 10 out of 10. God Fist Lee Sin. How did they update this and make it worse?
What the hell is this?
Where does muscle definition go? Why are the visual effects muddier? How is he still quivering in his boots when he dances? It's not all bad. They updated the rocks texture. 5 out of 10. Playmaker Lee Sin. I think this one, above all the others, really highlights one of the key issues behind his ASU. The already beloved skins were amplified tenfold, while the forgotten few who really needed that extra polish got left to rot a second time. My fellow Americans, I understand that you do not call the game football despite the fact you play it with your foot, but come on. This is just absurd. Rose Quartz is the best chroma. 5 out of 10. Nightbringer Lee Sin. It's a Nightbringer skin. 4 out of 10. Though the prestige version actually did get some extra love. The eye on his chest actually moves now, so that's cool. 4.5 out of 10. FPX Lee Sin. Super Sentai Power Rangers Lee Sin always felt just right to me. Not just because it fits me aesthetically, but it's also the perfect kind of team skin in that it doesn't really feel like a team skin. And unlike his previous attempt, the ponytail actually fits here flawlessly, probably because it's not made of hair. 8.5 out of 10. Storm Dragon Lee Sin. I commend Riot for toning down the frankly overbearing particle effects on this one, but I don't get it. Riot, you'd already forgone committing to adding the ponytail to every skin. Why is it on this one? It's not just out of place. His hairstyle was clearly not designed to accommodate this. It looks like it's glued on.
It's horrible looking. It's terrible looking.
See, the ironic thing is that originally this skin already had a ponytail, but it was removed because coupled with the new animations, in-game players couldn't recognize that it was Lee Sin.
Ironic.
The Mythic Chroma is unfortunately the best one, 7 out of 10. Zenith Games Lee Sin. I mean, we all knew this one was unsalvageable. No amount of fancy new animations or updated VFX was ever gonna save this skin from the cruel fate of being part of Zenith Games.
I've seen alley trash worth more than you.
But hey, at least in-game he doesn't look like Ezreal anymore. Turquoise is the best chroma, 4 out of 10. Heaven Scale Lee Sin. I don't like a champion getting a legendary so close to their update. I don't like a new skin launching alongside a mythic scam of its own self. I don't like how they set the precedent for the popular kids to start triple dipping into legendary skins when half the roster still doesn't have one. And I especially don't like that you're paying $20 for a skin that's animated worse than the ASU. The one that looks like the $200 chroma is the best one. Probably, maybe. I don't know. 4 out of 10. T1 Lee Sin. Again, I already talked about this one mere months ago, so Spider-Man pointing meme, Injustice, Clash animations, bootleg, but somehow better prestige Nightbringer. 7 out of 10. Now, for my own personal ranking, not counting scams or prestiges, it goes as follows. SKT T1, Heaven Scale, Zenith Games, Traditional, Nightbringer, Godfist, Playmaker, T1, Acolyte, FPX, Storm Dragon, Muay Thai, Pool Party, Knockout, and Dragon Fist is my absolute favorite. Funny thing is, I didn't even watch Bruce Lee films growing up, but those new animations in combination with the Meteorite Chroma just tickle my neurons in the best way. But those are my thoughts. What do you fellas think of the Lee skins? Which one is your favorite? Do you think the skins were improved enough from the ASU? Perhaps you're envious that Lee now has more sound design and one ability than Zillion has total voice lines. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Until next time though, fellas, I don't know when or if a rapid fire review like this will happen again, especially alongside the Patreon voted ones. Y'all keep picking the champions with more skins than hours I've slept in the past week. Regardless, I hope to see you all in the next video.